Hello and welcome back to our channel Enchanted Cakes by Yvette. I'm Yvette Ferrugia, your host today. And today's topic is on the essential tools you need to be covering your cakes with fondant. And surprisingly, there's actually not many tools that you do need, but they do play an important part to try and make it quicker and easier and as stress-free as possible for you. Okay, so it starts with the surface that you're going to roll your fondant on. Okay, if you've got a nice stainless steel bench in that, you may not need anything else that you want to roll it on. I prefer to use our non-stick mat. Okay, so it's just a plastic mat here. And it's great because it's got all the measurements on here as well. So for all the diameters of our round circles that we need, and also our inch squares and that. Okay, so we often refer to that for when we're rolling out the size of our fondant. Okay, and speaking of rolling out, a great thing is our roller. Okay, this one's nice and wide. We didn't start off with this one. We did have a smaller one with handles and that, but we just found this one was easier for us to use. So you might have to try a couple before you find one that's the easiest for you to actually use. To make sure that your fondant doesn't stick to your mat, we use a little dusting bag. We just make these up ourselves and fill them with corn flour. As you're rolling out, you may notice that you get some air bubbles. So we like to use these little acupuncture needles. They are super fine. Okay, so they're great for popping the little air bubbles and releasing the air there. In the beginning, we did use just regular pins and that, but we actually find that the pinhole is way too big on your fondant, and sometimes you can get a little bit of ganache and that comes through as well. So the pins that we use are the acupuncture needles here, and we just buy them from eBay. To smooth your fondant, regular Fondant Smoother. This one has the added benefit that it actually detaches, and you can use a small one if you're covering very small cakes, or you need to get in between a particular design and that. But these are great for securing your fondant onto your cake in the beginning, going around the sides and over the top. And it's nice and sturdy, and it's got a nice flat base. And to get our sharp edges around the tops as well, we like to use these little Sharpies. So these are just little silicone squares here, and they're great for also polishing around the sides of our cake. Okay, other than that, just to trim off the excess, we always just have a knife handy in that as well. Okay, so they're just the essential tools that you do need for covering your fondant cakes and making the process as simple and easy as possible, because you do need to work quick, and the quicker you work, the less chance you have of your fondant drying out. So it is good to have all these ready to go when you're setting up to cover your cakes with fondant. Okay. If you do need any of your supplies, feel free to pop onto Cakers Warehouse website. If you use our discount code Enchanted10 at checkout, and then you'll be able to get 10% off all your supplies. All right, thanks for joining us today, and give us a follow over on Instagram if you like. You can pop in the code word join and be part of our community in that, or make sure you like and subscribe on our YouTube channel here. All right, see you next time.